Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Live Authentically with Krista. Thank you so much for being here. I just wanted to update y'all on where my healing journey was at with my foot. It's been a little while since I've updated you with that. So I believe the last video that I made about it, I was just sharing how I had went to the podiatrist and the x-ray had showed that my foot had no healing at all. Like there was literally like no changes with my foot at all. And I was pretty upset during that time. I was pretty upset afterwards. I was kind of like, like, oh, great, you know, what am I going to do here if I have to have surgery? And then it's going to just like be worse, right? And during that time, there was like a lot of stress, and my kiddos were worn out from like having so much responsibility and just doing all of this work. And I truly felt like a burden. I really felt like a burden to my family. Because I'm the mama, I should be the strong one and be able to do all this stuff and just give them a break, right? But I was the one who was needing help, and it was just a really, really hard time for me and my kiddos. Like it was seriously just not, it just has been really rough. It's been really rough on them and me, just because I'm the type of person that I like to care for people, like taking care of my family, and is important to me, like making meals and being able to provide and do what I can to help support them is just like something really, really important to me. And when I can't do something, when I can't just get up and go freely, it really like bothered me a lot. And I just really felt defeated. I felt so defeated in a lot of ways. And I didn't have the luxury where I could just like sit and not totally do stuff. A lot of the times I had to do stuff. I had to try and mop with my scooter. I had to try and vacuum with my scooter, just to kind of keep up with things, because I'm the type of person that like I have to like take care of my house as much as I can, because if you don't, it's just gonna get messy. You know, you got a pet, likes to take all of the toys out of the toy box and stuff like that. Like I hate having a messy house. I don't like having a messy house, and it was really a big struggle for me. It was a struggle for me to like not be able to do things. So, but I decided to put aside some of my like excuses, even though it's going to be hard. I just did it anyways. The main things that were really important to me were like getting dishes done, trying to keep the floors clean, you know, keeping the counters cleaned as much as I could, and just like focusing on laundry, and stuff like that. So anyways, so I went back after like taking my supplements and stuff like that. I started taking supplements after I had learned that I only had 2 weeks left. So I decided to like really hone in on my nutrition. I started taking vitamin C and vitamin D, and I had learned that vitamin C and vitamin D together is what helps what really helps build collagen, which is needed for bone repair. So I was taking that. I was taking turmeric and just some other things to help with like any inflammation and stuff like that. I don't think I was really swollen at all. I think in the beginning I was, but I didn't really have a lot of swelling at all with my foot, which was really good. It was really good. So I didn't have to wear my boot for very long in bed. I'm so glad that they told me I didn't have to, because I was just, I hated it. Like I didn't like wearing my boot in bed. It was just so uncomfortable. But anyways, so after using my supplements and stuff for 2 weeks and just like really like trying to stay off my foot as much as possible, I was using crutches as much as I could, only walking on my heel, which is what they really recommended. Like, okay, if you have to be on your foot at all, make sure that you're walking on your heel, okay? Because you got to give that bone a break so that it can try and repair itself. So after that, I went in and then they told me no surgery. I'm like, yes, yes. So, yay. So that's the update. No surgery is needed. So I'm happy about that. And they kind of gave me a timeline as far as like, okay, like this is what we want you to do. We want you to do non-weight bearing for 2 more weeks, and then we want you to try and bear weight on your foot with the boot more, and then by this date you should be able to walk in your shoes. Okay, but I kind of didn't follow the rules. As soon as I got out of there, knowing that I had some healing, I did use my crutches for a little bit longer than that, but otherwise, it's probably been about a week since I've used my crutches, because I'm like, oh, this is so boring, and it's not easy, I was trying to go to work. I'm like, how the heck am I supposed to bring my water bottle? How am I supposed to bring my purse? Like, how am I supposed to carry all this stuff, right? So I had to borrow my water bottle I had to borrow my daughter's water bottle and like hook it to my purse. So I was wearing this purse like covered, or like a crossbody, wearing it over my body, and then I was just using my crutches, and I would like have this water bottle like hang like down to my knees, dangling, just so I can like carry it with me, because gotta have water during the day. I like to like make sure I have something to drink, when I'm driving around with my client and stuff. So anyway, so that's kind of the challenge of what I was doing with that. It was hard to carry stuff around. It was. There was a lot of time where if I had a grocery shop, I had to do like online pickup, or like would have things delivered to my house, or I would have to do the pickup, like go do the curbside pickup, and then I would try and like figure it out where if my kiddos were home or something, that they could help put groceries away. But there was one time that I was by myself, that I had to do it all by myself. I did a Walmart pickup, and I was needing to use crutches at that time. So I'm like, well, what the heck? How am I going to do this? How am I supposed to carry all these groceries in by myself with crutches, So I don't know if you're anything like me, but as a mama, I've just always been this way as a woman, where I try to carry as much as I can. I carry as many groceries as I can at one time. Like, I like to do it in one trip if I can. I like to do it in one trip, like, if I can, okay? So that's just what I did. And I think at the time I was probably holding like 2 or 3 bags in each hand and doing crutches at the same time. You try that. See how hard that is. It's actually really hard. It's actually really hard. My wrists were like, they were being squeezed by these bags while I was trying to move inside the house with these bags. So, on crutches, not an easy thing to do. Not an easy thing to do. So, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that this is almost over. I'm so glad. So, today was the first day that I actually went to the store in almost like 2 months. Like, I tried going to the store one time before I knew it was broken, but that was a nightmare. That was just like so painful. I'm like, I can't do this again. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to heal if I'm on my foot like that. So I resorted to like doing like I said, the curbside pickup, or I'd try to order things delivered or something, because I had to find some way, shape or form, to like be able to have groceries and make sure my kids were getting food. So this is what I did to help myself during this difficult time. But today I decided to give it a whirl, and I went to Menards with my client today and picked up some things, and it was really, really nice to get out. It was really, really nice to get out and be able to walk around. It felt so, so nice. So catch this. When I first broke my foot, and like I was very like limited on my feet at all, non-weight bearing, I probably would put like 2,000 to 3,000 steps on the whole entire day. I'm saying the whole entire day. So yes, I gained some weight, and now it's like starting to come off now. You can kind of see it in my face, like it was getting a little bit puffy and stuff like that. But now I feel like it's starting to come off. You know, I haven't stepped on a scale in probably like, I don't know, a week or so, but I'm just like trying not to be a slave to the scale either, and just like really see how I'm feeling and like how my clothes are fitting. And I can kind of tell like if I'm losing weight too, just by looking at my face, if it's trimming up. So I don't know. I'm feeling okay. I mean, I definitely have a ways to go with what I want to do, but anyways, hard to do that with a fractured foot, right? But so I went to Menards, like I said. I went shopping, and it actually felt okay. It actually felt okay at my foot. It didn't seem to bother me, like really at all. And I actually tried walking today without the boot, just like a few steps, just to see how it felt. It didn't feel that bad. It didn't feel that bad. So the goal is to be off my boot, yeah, next week. Next week I should be in my shoes. But like I said, I wasn't following the rules, and I should have been on weight bearing, but I wasn't following the rules, and I wasn't doing the crutches. But I really just tried to protect my bone as much as I could, and I stayed on my heel. So hopefully it's still healing enough to where it will be okay if I'm in my shoes. Hopefully. So there's the pastor's wife at my church. She also broke her foot, but she had surgery, and she's still having issues with her foot. You know, she's in her shoes now, and she was telling me that even if she's on her foot like for too long or something, like sometimes it swells up or sometimes it hurts. And so this is just something that I might experience too. Hopefully not, but at least now I know that this might be a possibility, that it just still might take some time to heal fully. Because it's just like, you gotta try and learn to walk again, right? You haven't been walking properly for 2 months, and then it's like you gotta relearn like how to do it again. So this is just kind of like where I'm at. And today was the first time where I came home, and I decided to just like wrap some gifts for my kiddos, and I was actually in the mood. Like I actually like was dancing. I was dancing, and it was actually kind of fun. It was fun. This is just something that I like to do. I like to listen to music and dance in my kitchen while I'm cooking dinner or doing the dishes or like cleaning. Or sometimes I just like to do it just because it just brings me joy, and it makes me feel happy when I'm dancing and when I'm listening to music that I enjoy too. And just like, you know, I don't know. My kids think it's funny too when I do that. Like they'll just see me out of nowhere and they'll just see me dancing in my kitchen. So it's just something that I enjoy doing, and it just brings me happiness. So it felt good. I was kind of laughing this evening by myself too, just laughing by myself while I was dancing, just like how silly it was. But anyways, this is just what I like to do as a person. It just brings me joy, and yeah. So I just wanted to update y'all on where I'm at with my healing journey. And if I had to do it all over again, I would have been very serious about like getting checked out, and not to wait and not to wait to go in and actually get checked out. Because in all honesty, I really thought it was a sprain. I thought it was a sprain, but I knew something was off because I'm huge into essential oils. And when I sprained my foot before, I got better in like 2 days using my essential oils. But I was using my essential oils, but it wasn't doing much. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not right. Something's not right. But it probably took me about another 5 days before I actually like went in. And then that's when I found out it was broken. So like, no wonder why my essential oils were not working like they're supposed to, because it was actually broken. So if I had to do it all over again, I would have gone in, and then I would have really been serious about my nutrition, and I would have kick-started my supplements and my stuff right away. That's what I would have done. That's what I would have done differently. Okay? Because if I would have done that differently, I probably would have been walking by now and in my shoes. Okay, but I'm so, so thankful that I don't have to have surgery. I'm so, so thankful, because that is something that was really a heavy stressor for me, because I was just thinking the worst case scenarios. Oh, great. Oh, great. You know, it's going to take another 2 months. It's going to be like a total of 4 months for me to not be on my foot. I was just like, that's not something I wanted to do. I wanted to avoid that at all costs, because it's been a real struggle. It's been a real struggle for me. It's been hard on my kids. And I didn't want to feel like a burden anymore. I just didn't want to. And it feels good for them so that I can actually do stuff and like take care of them and cook them meals again, and where they don't have to hand me everything or come to my rescue every single time. You know, they tried to do it as much as they can, but yes, they were getting tired of it. They were getting tired of it, and I felt bad. But what do you got to do? You got to do what you got to do. You got to work as a team, and you just got to get things done. So when I first broke my foot, my activity level was like so low. I pretty much went to work, and I tried to stay off my foot as much as possible. I was using my scooter, and with all that, my activity level, I probably got like 2,000 steps, possibly 3,000 steps the whole entire day. Today, I'm up to like almost 8,000 steps. So I'm guessing I'll probably get like maybe 9,000, maybe 10,000 steps by the time I go to bed. I don't know. But I'm excited about that, because I was gaining a little bit of weight, and I was concerned about that. So I'm so thankful that I'm able to move more now, and that it feels like some of the weight's starting to come off now, because my face is trimming down some. And it just feels like my clothes are fitting. They're fitting fine. And I don't know. I'm feeling just a little bit more confident now. Before, I was getting pretty insecure. I was getting pretty insecure. I'm like, oh, great. I'm going to gain like all of this weight. But I'm so thankful that things are starting to turn around now. And I'm trimming up a little bit now. And I got more activity. And so now things are going in the right track. Things are moving forward. I'm making progress, and I'm excited about that. I'm so thankful for, I'm thankful for new days, and I'm thankful that I'm not where I was, because where I was completely miserable and so much pain and just emotionally struggling. I was just absolutely emotionally struggling. But I'm so thankful that healing takes time, but you got to give it time. You got to give yourself grace and other people grace as well, because it's not an easy time when you're going through something like this. And I have truly learned, and I'm trying to teach my kiddos, like, you know what? When mama's down, I need your help. When you guys are down, like, I step it up and we work together as a team. Like, this is just like how I've taught my kids. And then we have to rise up, and we have to just stand strong and to support one another, okay? Because life is easier doing it together and not doing it alone. Having support is everything. It absolutely means everything to be able to have the support. Without my kids, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I really couldn't have. So anyways, y'all have a great evening or whatever time it is that you watch this. But thanks so much for being here. And I just really wanted to update y'all on where I'm at. Things are improving, and I'm feeling better about things and my healing journey. It was definitely a learning experience, but I'm so thankful that I'm where I'm at now. So see you next time. Thanks for being here.